This is episode 48, and I will be looking at regular expressions. So regular expressions are basically a sequence of characters that form a search pattern. And usually when you have data that is inside of of text, you might want to search for a particular pattern within that particular text. For instance, regular expressions, or regex, as they are commonly referred to by programmers, regex right here. They can be used to validate, maybe say, email addresses, because you know that every email address is actually going to have the @ symbol, then it's also going to have a dot, right? So it typically means that if you want to validate that the text that has been input by a user is actually an email, you are going to look for the @ and the dot patterns, as it were, within that particular text. So it's important to realize that a regular expression can either be a single character, or it can even be a more complicated pattern. And regular expressions can be used to perform all types of text search and text replace operations. Then one more thing that you need to realize is that Java does not come with a built-in regular expression class, but the way we go about handling regexes in Java is we make use of two very important classes. We have the pattern class and we have the measure class. So the pattern class, we use it to define a pattern that we want to search for, and the measure class, we use it to search for that particular pattern, as it were. So let's actually go ahead and look at this regex example that I have going on. So you realize that I have I'm making use of I imported the measure class and the pattern class right here at the top, and remember, these you can find them in the util.regex package. So on line 7, what we are doing is we are creating a pattern object, and we are actually setting the pattern that we want to look for. So in this case, we want to search for the word, or rather for the words computer science, right? And the way we want to search for it is we want to make sure that it's case insensitive. There's other ways you can change. You can change the pattern from literal, you can change it to Unicode case, and so forth and so on. But for our example, we are just going to make it so that it's case insensitive. Then from the measure class, we are creating a measure object, and the measure object now, we want to assign it the value of we want to call the pattern.measure class, the pattern.measure method, and in it we're actually going to provide the actual string that we'll be searching for. So this is the string that we will use to find a match, and this is the match that we are looking for, as it were. Then here we have a boolean flag. So this flag is basically going to be set to either true or false, depending on whether we find whatever it is we are looking for. And in order to do that, we are using the measure.find method right there. Then here we have an if statement, right? So inside of the if statement, we are just checking the status of boolean. So if it is going to be true, then we want to simply output that a match has been found. Otherwise, if measure is false, it simply means that it's going to output match not found down here. So let me just go ahead and run this, and we should of course get actually, let me just compile it. Oftentimes when it does this, we have to compile it manually. So let's do regex example.java, then regex.java. So you realize that it says match found. It's because we have the word, rather the words computer science within this phrase right here, which says computer science is fun. If we were to change this to something else, then you'd realize that we would get a false. So let me just do that. So something else, save that, then open the terminal, compile it one more time, then run it. So you'd realize that it says sorry, match not found. So that's how you can go about creating or looking for pattern matches using regular expressions in Java. So remember, it's sort of like a workaround, really, right? We have the measure and we have the pattern classes. That's what we use to handle regexes in Java. Then maybe just to put a disclaimer, I'm yet to see a program that you write for this particular level that requires you to to make use of regexes. Regexes are way too advanced for this course, but I just put them in this series so that you get to experiment with them, and by using them you actually get to learn a few more things as a programmer. But other than that, I think that's just about it. I'll see you in the next one.